to Winston-Salem and another stop along Tobacco Road, which is home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and the fans have been ready to get things started since early in the day. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on a team from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. The Demon Deacons will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Blue Raiders offense takes the field for the first time today. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes a connection. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Finds his man. It's Bass. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll try the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Kendricks. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Steps away. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Blue Raiders! Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
It's so great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does the remainder of this contest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So Wake Forest's offense will take the field for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks.
Open runway ahead. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. The give to the lone running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Puck, he's taking the shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Grab near the sticks. It's Kendricks. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Now on 2nd down. Off the boot, looking for his man. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's looking to throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the 2nd quarter. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Trying to get to it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gets it out fast. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. The Demon Deacons will hustle to the line. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Got his man on the outside. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They'll put the tight end in motion. The play-action fake. And then pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David's got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So they couldn't get it done on 3rd down. Now they'll line up in punt formation. Fair catch called for and made. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They move the tight end all over. Complete to start this drive. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Coming after it. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Off play action. Getting some heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Demon Deacons send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the catch. It's Bass. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. He's got his man. Tackled, but he has a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. A little release to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And now on second down for this offense. They're bringing heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. So they bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Wake Forest. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They'll run it from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. He rifles one deep to the left. Got him downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He wants it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, MTSU. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
As a defensive end, trust me, I was a defensive end, I can tell you, you start getting a little lathered up. Now you got your 2nd sack. It's only the 3rd quarter. Your eyeballs are getting big. This is going to be one of those days. I'm going to get me 3. I'm going to get me 4. Shoot, I might even get me 5.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Fires to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll call for the fair catch here. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He fires to the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Had to throw it before he wanted. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll pull it down. At the 20, he's got space. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to take off, gets some yardage, and gets down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Demon Deacons moving quickly to the line.
I love when my wide receiver sees the coverage, sits it down, understands its zone, runs the curl, catches the ball, and then gets upfield and gets some positive yards.
Flips it out to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Motion from the offense. Wants to throw on second down. He makes the connection. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. It's caught downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Demon Deacons are on the move. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude. Keep finding him, keep using different routes, and so far the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
And the Demon Deacons will have it 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. Safe completion on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
On first down from the 13-yard line. The lone back's got it. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Going for 6. He's got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll go to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was payday.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Phil, there's a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Louisville is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over Memphis. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Working that left side now. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They're trying to get to it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys. And they're 4-1. They got the job done.
And here comes the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Feeling some heat. Throws to the tight end. And he intercepts it. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Give to the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It is good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offensive line.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He's going to pass. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. The incompletion on first down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. He's looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. First down here for the offense. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Paul.